Hello gorgeous Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and today I'm going to be doing another reading for you. It's one that I do twice a day. I do it at 9:45 a.m. and 9:45 p.m. every single day. I thank you so much for being here, Pisces. These messages come through me from Spirit. They're trying to help you on your journey, especially in the world that we're living in right now. Is very different. Something they're telling me similar to this might have been in the 1918, I guess, when when the Spanish flu went through. Now we are in a different way. We have different technology, so we have a lot more available to us than was back then. But we are a very different society as well. And there's a lot of things that they want us to take away from this, okay? For growth. If you took this opportunity for growth and really worked it to your advantage, Pisces, there's a lot that you can be doing with the rest of your life, okay? And not only to help the world, but to help yourself have a more fulfilling and happier life. They're telling me there was more depressed and wayward people before this started than ever. Lost. People who were lost with the inside of their own loneliness. Oh, it is so painful to feel this way. And some of it was caused by like outward perceptions, but a lot of it was caused by just not being able to find your way back. Okay, so let's deal with this here. The Heart of Sky. Wow, it's really beautiful, this card. I don't think I've gotten it very often. They want me to pick another one, so I will. I'm actually going to read from the book. I love these cards. I don't use them enough these days, but I will. Jaguar. I already know this one. This is powerful. This is power. Okay, the Jaguar card is your own personal power. This is how strong you are, Pisces. And the Journey card is peeking from underneath. Okay, so I see that. I'm not going to use it, but I'm just showing it to you. So we're going to go 24 and then 28. And I will read to you a little bit of what it says. The Heart of Sky is a love force that made all creation possible, right? The same force is present when you create with originality, when you bring formlessness to form or inspired ideas to expression. This primeval force, primeval force does not know good or bad, exactly. It is up to us to provide the clear intention that will guide it to manifest. The Heart of Sky helps us call in beauty from the invisible world and birth it in the world of matter. So this is very much I love the 6 here. The 6 for me is, I see the 6 of Swords of you transitioning into a form that is of your doing, of your liking, of the world you would like to create for yourself. I like that, okay? So the Heart of Sky brings you a sacred reminder. You are a channel for the original energy of creation. Become the paintbrush, the canvas, the artist, all guided by the Heart of Sky. Set your intention ethically and clearly and allow the universe to take care of the details. So I know we've been talking a lot about forces around you or people around you and how they're reacting to things and how you're trying to help. But you have to remember that the best way to live your life is by living it in intention within yourself. Yesterday I was telling you to go back to the divine source and to the blending of spirit that you have within yourself. Don't forget and fall back to the compartments of humanity, because humanity falls into compartments. That's when we fall into big problems. We fall into problems of thinking we are alone. And that's why there's a lot of depressed people or war before this started. A lot of people have awakened to realize they are not alone. And that in itself has helped people get out of that state of mind and has helped them heal and continue. This is beautiful to know that, okay? So The jaguar is a protector of all life in the Amazon, and in times of fear, she brings courage and certainty. Jaguar is at the top of the food chain and never becomes prey. With great stealth, she can track her mark from a distance and not be seen or heard. She moves gracefully through the jungle, relishing the abundance of the rainforest. Fearless and at ease, Jaguar knows the ways beyond death and is a master of the shadows, blending invisibly between light and dark, night and day. See, we've been at both ends of the spectrum. Okay. The invitation. Jaguar calls you to explore beyond the walls that confine you, to go outside your normal routine and push your limits and boundaries. And this really resonated. Push those limits and boundaries, okay? She's delivering an invitation from your own future to investigate the unknown, to venture into the mystery and the dark places you have been reluctant to explore. Toss all caution to the wind. Know that your jaguar instinct will serve you well. So this is your own personal power, Pisces. This is definitely your personal power, your way of moving forward and doing the things that you want in your life. This is so important. This is so important. We have gone and moved so far ahead in our own lives, and you have to remember to have patience. Everything that you're doing is fantastic. The whole world is awakening to the fact that there's better. Okay, the whole point is to get off of these pills and all of these terms of depression, to go back to community. A community of being individual but also one. Okay, so it's a way. It's a forgotten way. I really don't know why we got off so far off track. That's better left to spirits and their answers of it. I am unsure why it was ever left to be this interesting. Like I said, I do not have the answers to that. All I know is that this message is very loud and clear. And I know for a lot of light workers, we are transmitting all the same message, okay? There's a better way ahead. There's a more enlightened way. There's something we need to reconnect with. We need to realize we are one. We need to realize that the balance has not been there for a long time and needs to be restored. We're trying the best that we can, Pisces. We're all doing our little bit. I've had people ask me why I don't read for other signs. I did, and I felt bad at the beginning, but Spirit says do what you must. So I wanted to read for Pisces. I had a very big pull for Pisces. I felt that my energy lie here. I could read more openly for my sign. And they said any little bit helps. Every little bit greatly helps. So I invite anybody who's different sign to read for theirs. Just do what you can. Do what you must. You don't need to do it for everybody. Just do it for you. Whatever help is help out there that is helping everybody. Okay? Don't be so hard on yourself either. 7 of Earth. The oak tree. So there's a lot of assessing. Okay? But the mighty oak is so strong, okay? It's such a great wood to have. And I love the fact that you are assessing from a point of strength. This is what I'm getting from this. You are assessing from a point of strength. You have the jaguar here, the stealth, the strength. You have so much in your basket right now. You have such abundance in here that you are leading from a place of knowledge and strength. And that's the important part here, Pisces. You have so much more than you know available to you. You have so much more knowledge and wisdom that you give yourself credit for. You've come a very, very long way. Keep going. I mean, honestly, it's just really about keep going. And reconnect to your heart. Reconnect to the heart chakra. That is the way. Honestly, that is the way. I was thinking of this. I have people on the road, and I get a lot of road rage, you guys. You'd laugh at me. You'd say, my God, this is not Jane the Reader. No, it's Jane the human being. I have people passing me just to stop in front of me at a stop sign. They race past me to get to a stop sign, and I think to myself, what is the point of this madness? And the point of the madness is that you know the individuals in these cards are distracted by outside influences. They're not thinking of just going on their way and getting to where they need to be without hurry or without external forces, or feeling like external forces are hurrying them. They're thinking very focused, one-minded. They're not thinking of the heart. They're not thinking of their fellow man. It's very ego-driven. I have to be in front of this person because they're just simply not going fast enough in my life, okay? And I think to myself, you could probably tell from just watching these people the way they react at what level they're at right now. And I think, wow, we have a very long way to go, especially when I'm driving and see quite a few people out there. And I get it. I'm not a slow driver. I'm a moderate driver, I would say. But these people seem to need to go a lot faster than I'm going to wherever they need to be rushing to. I hope it's worth it. But that's coming into my mind. It's been running through my mind all morning, and I usually don't talk about these things. But they want me to point out that a lot of people, they're not in their heart space. This is where I was going with this. They're not in their heart space. They're in a different space. And as long as the world stays in that different space, that mind space, that having the illusion that they're late to something really important that probably doesn't matter, and that they only care about what's going on in their immediate life, and that they're separate from everybody else, it's going to be a very long road, okay? You have the Two of Fire here. It's bee balm. I like this. Very pretty. The Two of Fire is just looking ahead. And I should just read the cards before I keep just talking about nothing. I feel like I talk about nothing half the time, but they tell me, no, you're talking about something. The Two of Fire is about looking ahead, thinking further ahead, okay? So maybe the analogy is that they're moving ahead, thinking they're moving further ahead, but then they end up at a stop sign, so they're not further ahead. I catch up to them, and I'm right behind them, and I'm looking at them, questioning, like, why did you need to race to a stop sign? You're no further ahead than you were before. So this is this. You need to plan ahead before you rush forward, because then you're just rushing forward with no clear destination, or a destination that's really not going to get you anywhere faster than where you were going if you had just been, driving normally. So that kind of fits. I love the way they make things fit. That fits. Okay. I'll take it, Pisces, okay? So you take it too. I feel very exasperated in those situations because I feel like saying, what did that accomplish? What did that accomplish for you? Did it accomplish anything at all? No? That's the way I feel. The Hanged One, see? So the Hangman likes to come out upside down in all my decks recently, indicating to me that it really doesn't want to be in limbo anymore. Okay? The world's got to start moving ahead, but through a different perspective. The Hangman's always about looking at things in a different perspective. So look at things through a different perspective. Through the eyes of the heart. Through the eyes of not just one single person trying to get to destination, but as a whole planet trying to get to where we need to go in the world, and doing it with strength. Okay, strength of heart, strength of alignment, strength of spirit mixed in with our humanity, mixed in with each other. We can move together as a unit a lot faster than if we try to do it alone. A lot faster. And it's burdock for some of you who really want to know the herbs for these. The Five of Water, Golden Seal. This card always comes out in this deck. I don't know why, but I guess it's because I feel that there's a vulnerability to this. It's got like a little fence around the Golden Seal, but that plant's very vulnerable. So it falling underneath the jaguar, which is the card of strength for me, or personal power, people think that if they're vulnerable, if they're not taking charge and just thinking of thinking, and this came directly, thinking of number one, which is themselves, it's not a sign of strength. It's a sign of vulnerability with the 5 of water, okay? It invites people to take advantage. I do understand this feeling. I've had people who've done that. And you will have people who will come in and look for people who are of good heart and good standing. You may be one. I'm hearing from Spirit that some of you are. You've been caught before, you've been hurt before by people who come in and take advantage of your good nature. Unknowing that you're still seeing with the eyes of them taking advantage of you, especially a lot of you right now, you understand that when they come in and do these things, they're coming in with eyes, with your eyes, you see what they're doing. They think they're pulling the wool over it, but you're seeing what they're doing. So Spirit is saying clear communication is key in these moments. When you say, you can actually tell people, just because I'm vulnerable, don't think that I'm weak. And don't think that my eyes are shut. If anything, my eyes are more open than yours to seeing all the underhanded things that may be going around. Okay, vulnerable doesn't mean dumb. It just means vulnerable. Okay, it just means that I'm open, that I've still left myself to be open. The 3 of fire. So you had the 2 of fire and the 3 of fire is coming in. The 3 of fire is telling me that this is how you launch yourself into the next phase. Okay? Absolutely. By being vulnerable and opening your heart, but being nobody's fool. Okay? This is how you launch into the next stage. And it's okay to tell people, I'm not here for you to take personal advantage of me. You are mistaking vulnerability with weakness. And that isn't what you are. You're not weak. Okay? You're open. Very different. Very different. Okay? You're still protected, but you're leaving yourself open. And maybe vulnerable is not the right word. It's just that this plant is very vulnerable, so it feels like to them you're weak and vulnerable, but you're not. You're just open. You're very young. You're growing. You're learning. You're open. Okay, so I've corrected that. See, strength. Okay, can't make this up. Cannot make this up. The card of strength, card of strength. This is it. Okay, you are now stronger than you've ever thought you possibly of being, Pisces. You are such strength. Okay, so this was like Spirit wanting you to know that being the apprentice and open. Okay, opening yourself up. Still having a little bit of defense so that nothing comes in and plows you down, but being very open to the environment. You've become a strength to contend with, okay? But you have to make these people understand, the people that are coming in, okay? That doesn't make you weak to their manipulations. And you have to be clear about that. You have to tell them, okay? And this is, I'm going to repeat it because I feel I didn't say it right. Just because you see me as vulnerable does not mean that I am weak. It just means that I am open and I am not, I refuse to close down for people such as you. My heart is open. It doesn't make me dumb or unable to see. If anything, I see manipulations even better now than I ever have. Okay, I can see it coming a mile away. So don't ever think of me as weak. I am strong. I have a lot of strength. A lot of strength in the open and beautiful, beautiful, new, vulnerable flower that is growing. But it's growing strong. Okay, it's growing very strong. So people get a wrong idea about things. And it is always about perspective. The hangman upside down. It's always about a different perspective. You've gotten that perspective. You now, with my help or on your own, you've come up with this. Spirit is telling me. You understand now what this means. Okay? Strength is not just who like which biggest dog can, you know, push you out of the game. This is not about that. It's not about brute strength. It's about smart, stealthiness, heart, alignment, chakras, feeling aligned with it yourself. They're showing me like a beautiful line of beautiful lights that are all aligned, of knowing exactly who you are and how you're growing and what's coming, okay? And that makes you strong within yourself. I was going to shuffle again, but you got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is all part of, it's written kitchen garden. I love this. So your kitchen garden has all kinds of things in it, okay, to make the recipes that you do. And that's, for me, the Wheel of Fortune is like the kitchen garden is like the chakras. You have all the different herbs to help you cook the best meal possible. You have all the tools available for you. And part of those tools is being very open. So this is about being open and not weak. The difference between both. So I hope that this has helped you. I'm going to do the extended later, see what Spirit has to add to that. But this is for you to stand your ground to people, to explain to them if they have misconstrued where you're going with this, okay? Because obviously, like my story about a car passing me to go to a full stop in front of me, they may think they know where they're going, but they do not. And they are the vulnerable ones, you are not. But they see the weakness, or they perceive a weakness, and it isn't, it's all perception. Okay, I hope that that makes sense to you, Pisces. I really do. I'm going to send you lots of love and light and leave you with this, and I'm going to come back for the extended later, and we're going to take a look at what else Spirit wants to add to this beautiful reading. Love, light, and blessings, Pisces. As always, take care.